What is going on, guys? Fool here, bringing you another Madden 13 video. In this video I'm going to talk about the playbooks I feel are the best. I'll repeat that I feel are the best. It's an opinionated type of thing, so you might think another playbook is. It just depends on how you play. I think the offensive playbook might be different for you, but the defensive playbook might be what everyone might agree with me. I think the defensive playbook I found to be the best will be, a lot of people would agree with. The offensive playbook, it might be based on your game style you play. So I'd like some comments below and the feedback of them, as I'm still looking for offensive playbook and defensive playbook. I'm always looking. If I can improve it, I'm willing to use it. So this is just gameplay. I'm using both the playbooks. This wasn't really about the gameplay, just kind of introducing these playbooks to you. I might go into more depth on them with separate videos, but for now I'm just going to tell you the playbooks and give you a little basis on what I feel about them. So we're going to start with the offensive playbook. The offensive playbook I actually found during this game. I tried it out and I loved it. Offense is harder to make a playbook because this playbook I picked, you kind of have to fit it if you want to use it the way I did. The playbook's Carolina playbook. I always usually pick the team's playbooks because I was looking for offensive playbooks at this time that I can use consistently, and I came across it. They have the pistol formation, they have the Wildcat and the shotgun, and then they have the Panther Heavy, which is all tight ends and a fullback and a running back, which is pretty much a Wildcat. So you got two Wildcat plays in the shotgun, and you got your pistol. And this fits Cam Newton's playstyle perfectly because you can either run or he just passes off, and you got two good running backs. So in the pistol, you can either give it to DeAngelo Williams or Jonathan Stewart. In this Wildcat, you could do a read option, either decide to hand the ball off to whatever running back you chose, or run with Cam Newton. So there's a very versatile playbook for play styles. I like the single back. I think they got a lot of good single back formations that will help with play action and some short passes if you need some yards to gain the first down. I form in the weak and strong formation. Nothing really to talk about. They're all usually the same. Some of them have different ones, but if you know how to use them correctly, they're not different at all. So you don't have to worry about those ones. Now, you definitely want to pick a team that fits the playbook. That's why I said in the beginning, some people might disagree with this being the best playbook. I feel the best playbook. I feel this is the best playbook. You don't have to have a mobile quarterback to use this, because if you have two decent running backs, like you could be the Giants, you could be the 49ers, you could be the Falcons, you could pick a lot of teams with non-mobile quarterbacks and just use the pistol. You could play action of it, you got two running options. It's perfect because it adds a dual threat to that backfield, and play action becomes more of a usable thing in the pistol because you have two deadly running backs out there. Wildcat formation, you back a quarterback, you could sub them in for it. You could, kind of mess with the defense's mind, your opponent. It just depends on how you feel you want to use the playbook. I feel like using the playbook is run the pistol and then do a couple single back plays and then mix it up with some Wildcat plays during the drive. And it kind of sets the defense off guard because there's so many options you could do with it. Because, for example, Cam Newton, he can run and you can throw the ball deep. So you got to cover Steve Smith, but you also got to cover the short pass because Cam Newton can run for it. So that's why I feel like the playbook is the best, because it's probably the versatile one I came across. Some people might say Bill Walsh's, but it doesn't have any shotgun, and I like to have my shotgun draws, and that have you seen the last video, where I kind of give you a basic game plan for beginners, which you probably watch, and the link is below. I'll put it down there for you. So now for the defensive playbook, which I feel everybody could agree with, is the Oakland playbook. When I played with the Raiders one time, because everybody, I've been trying a lot of teams out, see what team I'd be consistent with. I tried the Raiders. I love their playbook. Their normal set is the 4-6. That's pretty much, you have to have very good corners to make that an effective formation, which I think the Panthers do. There's several other teams you could pick to use that formation. I'm not going to name any teams off the bat, but it's a 4-3. So if you're looking for a team that's a 3-4, you might want to kind of tinker the depth chart to accommodate with running the 4-3. It's also harder to use like 3-4 playbooks with a 4-3 team this year because of the new tackling and everything. So some teams you might not be able to use it unless you, like I said, adapt to that playbook, the scheme of the playbook. So if you take a team that's like a 3-4, like the Chargers, they have 2 good defensive tackles. You could probably put Melvin Ingram at the end. So if you 3-4 teams, you could take your outside linebackers and put them at end. You could do it with the Steelers or the Ravens, so you could push your ends inside. It just depends on how you feel and what team you use. And I would probably recommend at least one really good corner. I use the Panthers, and they have Chris Gamble. I think this game he had about 3 picks. If they're speedy, you're good to go. All you have to do is keep up with that receiver and just slow him down so the safety can catch up or the linebackers can, depending on what play you picked. And it's just, I think this playbook doesn't require much. It just requires one thing, and that's you having good corners. Like Captain McMurlin is the second corner on this team, but he's speedy, so he can keep up with your deep threat wide receivers, but he might have troubles with the Calvin. But you gotta adjust, like I said in the last video, which like I said is below. You gotta adjust to your mid-game of your game plan. If you're facing Calvin, it might be best to run the 4-3 instead of the 4-6. So you have the extra safety and you have the linebackers covering the middle. You just got to adjust to it. But like if you face a team like the Raiders, who just have pretty much deep threats, you might be good to go to blitz a little bit. The 4-6 is pretty much meant for you to stack the box and pretty much get pressure on the quarterback, hoping your corners can keep up and your safeties can't. But the playbook, I really like their dime package too. Their dime package is pretty nice. It's a 4-3. You have one linebacker in the field, which is normal for a dime. So if you're getting burned by a tight end all game, you can run the dime. It doesn't matter because those corners are speedy enough to get the tackle or slow them down, and your safeties can catch up if it's a short pass. I just feel like I love this playbook. I was looking for a defensive playbook. I was struggling on defense mightily. I was having a terrible time. This is like the first Madden in a while that I've struggled on defense right off the bat. But I think I found a playbook that probably is the best defensive playbook in the game, in my opinion. But that is it for the video. Like I said, I'll probably do individual videos on both playbooks. If you want me to, comment below if you've tried these playbooks and what you like about them, what you don't like about, or if you recommend any playbooks, because I'm always looking for playbooks. You're probably looking for playbooks if you're watching this video. So I'd like your feedback, and it helps me because maybe you can give me a playbook that I haven't tried out yet, and will be awesome for me to use. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Links are below. My Twitter, the video is talking about in the middle of the video. Also subscribe if you enjoyed the videos. There'll be more Madden videos coming out.